Libra, and welcome to your tarot card reading for July 2024. My name is Jared Walters, this is Red Dragon Readings, and I hope that this is going to give you a message from Spirit and the angels regarding the month of July. Maybe a bit of insight as to what's going on in your life, maybe some of the things that might be affecting you, and how best to sort of navigate the month with joy and happiness in your heart, or at the very least, as little stress as possible. So we're using the Angel of Tarot deck at the moment. We might bring in some other cards here. As you can see, I've got quite a few of a selection on me. I hope this does resonate with you, Libra. If it doesn't, I will be doing other readings. Obviously, there's lots of Libras out there. I'm not going to capture everyone. But what I can do is give you a general reading, and hopefully something about this is going to resonate with you. And we will see where this goes. So again, if you do like what you see here, please give us a like and a subscribe. It helps us out very, very, very much. It does. Very much indeed. Okay, so let's get started. So what have we got going on here? So we've got the Four of Earth, and we've got the Four of Air, and we've got the Three of Air. Okay, so we've got a Three of Four of Air and a Four of Earth. So that's telling me these two go together. Okay. So the first thing I want to say here is obviously the card is basically talking about finances and money, right? Now I don't tend to like to go into finances too much, right? Except in general, because they can be very, very tricky, right? And I don't, I'm not a financial advisor, so, but there's definitely concern about finances here, right? Now the concern is one of two ways. It's you're either being too cautious or you're being too frivolous. So it's the opposite sides of the spectrum. But what I'm feeling here is there's a lot of anxiety around money, right? And this anxiety is linking in with perhaps things like job security. It could also be linking in with home financial security, pressures in the home. Perhaps there's certain things that you want to get done and you just don't have the finances available at the moment, okay? So this is basically saying, yes, there's an acknowledgement of financial issue going on here, and this is going to be the root of something that is going to be explored this month. So this is the kind of underlying theme that is surrounding you this month, okay? Now you've got this sort of these two cards here, the Three and Four of Air. Okay, so the Three and Four of Air, but they're kind of they're kind of the wrong way round, which I find quite interesting. Okay, with these two cards, right? There's been difficulty that's led to this situation, right? The difficulty is not just within you; it may be shared with others around you, right? And I feel here is holding back as far as communication is concerned, right? This one here, the Three of Eight, where it's talking about great sadness, right? There's a lot of isolation energy around you, Libra, right? And I feel like you need to open up to someone. You need to talk to someone, and you need to sort of get things off your chest, right? That you're kind of worried about or concerned about. But also, I feel you need to also be mindful that it's not just you in this situation, that the dynamics have changed and there are things going on behind the scenes perhaps that you may not be aware of. There are things that have gone on in the past surrounding others that you might not be aware of, and you need to start to address the underlying causes of what's actually causing these outcomes, because I feel the financial issue was due to being stifled in the past, right? You may have taken a decision, and you may have thought to yourself at the time it was the right decision. Your hand may have been forced as well, okay? Something, the decision might have been sort of taken for you, but it's brought up because there is a difference in balance. Now, there could be more time available. Perhaps you've lost your job, or perhaps you've ended up with more time on your hands, time to think about things. That there's these other reflections coming up that's saying, right, okay, I feel like I'm getting off a roller coaster with you, to be honest with you. But you've been on this roller coaster, right? And you kind of the cars come in to the station, and the bar's going up, and you sort of get out the roller coaster, and you're like, wow, I've done loop to loop, and upside down, and done on the corkscrew. I'm feeling a bit dizzy, but yeah, right? I'm feeling a bit like, what's going on, right? Well, that was a bit more than I expected, that roller coaster, right? And suddenly you've gone, there's no money left to go on, you want ice cream or something, and there's no money left to sort of enjoy what you need to, right? So it's kind of like this need to take a step back, right? Now, there are things that you can do that don't involve money, going for nice long walks, spending time in nature, doing something that you love, right? There needs to be that kind of reflection, because what was around you before, I feel that was the old you, right? There's this new you coming into fruition now, okay? And this is all about balance, right? I don't know why, but I'm picking up like maybe there's thoughts of perhaps starting your own business, right? Or going into business for yourself, or taking control of your destiny. This is what is happening here. Yes, there's downtime. Yes, you might be struggling. But this is now the opportunity for you to take control of your destiny, right? This is your time now, okay? You are not laboured by certain things in the past that you might have been laboured with before. So this is about like moving forward. So even though it feels like you may not have enough resources, you do have the resources that you need, right? Even if they are coming in the style of robbing Peter to pay Paul, or having to borrow money from here to pay it back there, to borrow it from here. Even though it might not feel like it, you are being provided with an opportunity to move things forward. Because what you don't want, and I think this is what the situation is here, is yes, okay, you might have been having the money, and yes, okay, you might have been able to afford luxuries, but ultimately, day in, day out, was it benefiting you? Was it giving you what you needed? Was it providing you with the sustenance you need each life, to get through life, right? Is it the story that you wanted to tell to yourself? And I don't think it was. And I feel that there's been changes that have happened around the last sort of few months, and this is happening across the board. You might see me say this a lot throughout these different readings, because it's happening across the board. It's happened since COVID, and I might do a video on that if you guys want me to, about how things have changed since COVID. And this change is happening. I feel it's going to be happening, over the course of the next 10 years. There's so many shifts and things. There's going to be, I was having a conversation with someone about this yesterday, actually, that there's all these different shifts that are happening, and people are just not happy with what they were given before. They were not happy with the status quo, and this is happening across the board. But this is the thing. It's alright to say you want to make the changes. You've got to do the graft. This next few months is going to be about what commitments are you prepared to make with regards to time, energy, and ability to make the changes you want to see to help your life improve. things might look a bit dire at the moment. They might feel like they're in a bit of a rut. You might feel as if you haven't got everything that you need. But sometimes less can be more. Because by having less of the material, it can inspire us to find the more in what is immaterial or what is intangible. The things we can't pay for. The love of family, the love of friends, one's love for themselves. So we're going to grab some moon cards and we're just going to sort of ask for some final points for you, Libra, for this reading. I love these moon cards. They're so beautifully just honest and truthful that they are just... Okay. A fiery climax approaches. Don't let the past hold you back. And expect powerful change. Libra, you can either be defined by your past, or you can let your past define you. There's a difference there. Being defined by one's past is living the narrative that maybe other people have put on you, or a person that you used to be. And you might find yourself thinking, I need to be different, I need to change, I need things to be different. But change always comes from within. And I believe that the next couple of months here are kind of shit or bust. Okay? I believe it's almost like this is saying, look, you can, whatever changes you need to make in your life right now, you can make them. But because you have the power to make them, you also have the power to break them. Which one is it going to be? Don't worry about who you were. Okay? Don't worry about who you were or what you've become. Think about, what do you want to be from this point forward? And I feel that you really do need to start thinking about the actions that you need to take now. What's my life going to look like in 5 years' time? And start to really think about taking those actions. Because changes, unfortunately, are happening around all of us right now. Nothing is staying the same. Right? And these are good changes and these are bad changes. Some things are going to leave our lives, some things are going to come into our lives. It's down to us and how we interpret it that will result in how these experiences enrich our lives or detract from our lives. This is a big month. There's a lot of energy here for you Libras from what is coming out here from Spirit. So I hope that this makes a bit of sense to you. You can do it, right? Honestly, you can do it, right? You have the ability. You have all the pieces in front of you. You just need to take that big step. Let's do it. Alright? Thank you very much for watching my video. If you want to take a look at some of the stuff I get up to with paranormal, with video gaming, with doing readings, take a look at my website, which is jadroberts.co.uk. The link is in the description down below. And I also offer private readings, etc., etc. So please feel free, and I'll see you soon for another video. Take care.